everybody. I had to switch devices just out of an abundance of caution. Just out of an abundance of caution. Now, let us get ready. Put your rosemary. Thank you so much. Here we go. Miss Mariah. Rosemary, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, Miss Betty. Now, Miss Betty, I'm going to send you a hi. You know what we're waiting on now? Miss Sherry. She will come in any moment. Oh, technically, it says 12:58, and I've got the green light here. So are we 5 by 5 and in the pipe? Do you remember that from the movie Aliens? Oh, I love that film. I just love the intensity of the storytelling. Okay, I'm gonna
an episode of Tastemakers on Live, and here we go.
So nice to meet you finally. How are you?
Hi, Miss Sherry. Hello, Miss Filmmaker Chicks. Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Now, how did your episode go? What did you make?
I made a peach bourbon sauce to go with my chicken. And
Yum.
Sticking with the peach theme, we made a summer peach salad.
Okay, that sounds delicious.
Looks yummy.
Well, sticking with the fruit theme, I'm doing all strawberry, no bake desserts.
Ooh, that
sounds good.
Yes, it's Mom's birthday today, and she loves strawberry, so I've just got a couple of different desserts. Gonna make like a little menagerie for her.
That sounds amazing. I can't wait to see.
Alrighty.
All right, so what we're going to do is I'll disconnect with Filmmaker Chick and say we'll see you one day next week, correct?
Yeah, if I could have Monday, that would be great.
Monday is perfect. We'll put you in on Monday, and so we'll see you then. Everybody, she'll be Monday next week, and have fun at your convention. And thank you so much for cooking today. And Cherelynn, why don't you stay on, and then we'll turn the show over to you. So. All right, this was so much fun. Don't you guys
You
think?
look amazing. Have a great event.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
So I'm not sure how I can disconnect only one. There. She figured it out. So
Sherry, we are learning as we're going.
It's
trial by fire.
Yeah. So guys, this is our second hour of Tastemakers on Live, and this is the The.Cherelynn.Show. And she's going to be cooking some easy to make desserts, or at least they sound easy to make. So we'll find out. If you don't have to bake them, they'll be good. And it'll keep us cool for the summertime. So I'm going to turn this over to her. She'll be taking care of you for the next hour. Just so you know, my name is Sherry. I'm with Live Wave Agency. This is what we do to feature our creators. We give them spotlights on our agency channel, and we're so happy that you found us. We're so happy that you're here with us. Please go over into the Creators Live and like the creator, give them the likes, the follows, ask questions. We're live. You can ask questions. You can ask about the recipes. So thanks for being here, and I'm going to turn this over to Cherelynn for the next hour. Have fun, guys.
Thank you, Miss Sherry.
Will you mute me?
Oh, let me touch the button. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to mute you now, Miss Sherry. We'll see you in a bit.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm Cherelynn, and thank you so much to Live Wave Agency for hosting me as a guest today. We have ahead of us 3 types of desserts that we're making for Mom's birthday today, but actually I've got to cry Mayday, Mayday. One of the desserts that I was making required a very special ingredient, the Junkets Danish dessert, and it's a type of mixture, gel, preserve. None of the stores in my small town had it. Amazon couldn't get here in 2 days, so here's the next best thing. Make a dupe. Hi, thanks for the roses, PBR. We're going to make a dupe. And I wonder, have you ever experienced this goodness? as a young girl growing up on the Indian reservation, we knew all about Kool-Aid, but today it's going to be part of the dupe. So I just want to say ahead of time, I'm so sorry. What we have for the recipe isn't going to be exact because mayhem happened and I had to switch everything up. So here's how we make the dupe. And this will probably be the biggest lesson and biggest takeaway, because if you two ever are looking for the store, wanting to order junket Danish dessert, and it doesn't happen, this is it, Lady Strawberry dessert. So you see number 2 right there, it says 1 package Danish junket. Oh no, not at Safeway, not at Smith's, Piggly Wiggly, Walmart. I'm a Walmartian and there wasn't any in the Walmart. But this is the dupe. 1 packet, and they said, they being the internet, they said any flavor. I picked up cherry. I know I'm making strawberry dessert, but I grabbed the cherry. I'm going to put it in the pan, and we're going to put this is why I'm like, I know we said, can you see that? I know we said that, ooh, goodness. You can make, I have an old video of making lip stains out of Kool-Aid. More on that later. You can make your own Danish junket. And where it says ladyfingers, guess what happened? No ladyfingers. Not at Piggly Wiggly, not at the Walmart, not at Smith's, not at the Safeway. 1 cup of sugar. And normally, you guys, there's no way I would use just like sugar. I'd use monk fruit or stevia. No, I'm going to follow this to the T. Now, 1/4 cup of it's live, baby. 1/4 cup cornstarch. We're gonna whisk it together to mix it. Ooh, look at that, science. Now come on over. I miss having a camera person on a Steadicam. I'm gonna put it to medium, and it's gonna need cold water. So it's not movie magic. I actually, just before the show, filled 2 cups, put it in the refrigerator, because where I live, it's so hot that when you turn on the tap water, even turning on cold, it comes out hot. I've got it in the refrigerator. Would you be so sweet and wait for me? I'll be right back. Okay. Hi. It's PBR. Thank you so much for those gifts. I've got 2 cups cold water. I got the oven going. I'm going to dribble-piddle it in. I'm not left-handed. Okay. First glance, look what that looks like. I don't even know. It's gotta thicken up. Cornstarch will thicken it. It's got the color from the Kool-Aid, and then it's got sugar. So let's just, I just want to encourage you. Food is fun. Cooking is fun. There is so much, like I love to watch Chef Ramsay, and I just feel like we're watching him sometimes. He's just rolling with it. He's got the recipe in his mind, but he still rolls with it. So here's what we're going to do. I have got that. That would be the dog. I actually have Mom's at the door. Shall we go together? Let's just, hello birthday, hello live television, dogs barking, Mom's at the door. Just hold on.
It's DoorDash.
Hi, I'm live. Here's the birthday girl, and look, she brought lunch. Hi. Okay, back to it. Now, we're gonna check on this, and I'm gonna hold you over. Hang on, everybody fasten your seatbelt. Thank you, Tastemakers on live. We really got a live show, don't we? Okay, that is gonna keep warming up, and I've got to let it come to a low simmer, not burn it, but at the same time, just let it thicken up. And while that starts to thicken, Miss Sherry, I know you have the lady dessert on. It's okay. Miss Sherry, We are just tucking and rolling with it. Mom, the comments are saying happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. And she actually brought lunch. While this starts to do its thickening, let's check it one more time together. Yep, I'm gonna increase the heat. Now, this is the chopped up fresh strawberry that we'll put into that once it comes to a temp, thickens, and then has to cool. You guys better cross your fingers and your toes and hope we can get this all done in an hour. The other thing that was on our menu was that we were going to do a fresh strawberry sorbet. So let me get that started. And I wanted to share this real quick because I'm going to have to put juice in it. Have you ever considered just juicing fresh? Do a fresh squeeze and then freeze? Because here's what we're getting out. The Vitamix is full of fresh strawberries. In here in the fridge, we're gonna pull out what is already like a room temp. Miss Sherry, thank you for switching the recipe. And then, you guys, there's a difference in ice. Store-bought ice is harder than homemade ice. Does that make sense? So what I'm gonna do is we've got the Vitamix and we're going to need to put in some ice. You can adjust it to how creamy or how thick you want it. And when I say creamy, it's okay to add in if you like milk, almond milk, any of those. Hey Chad, hey Sarah, welcome. Now it's gonna get loud in a minute. We need to add in a little bit of orange concentrate. You could do fresh orange juice, but this is gonna be just about a tablespoon. Maybe more. My recipe says a 1/4 cup. So we could do, look, a heaping one like that. Okay, let's talk sweet. I want to add just a pinch of the vanilla stevia drops. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it. That's plenty. Now, we're going to get this thing ears on and rolling. While that, look, it's starting to thicken. Y'all need to be praying and crossing your toes and spleen. I don't know that this is gonna, we need some movie magic for this thing to really thicken up. Oh, Miss Sherry, what would Chef Eric say? How to get my homemade junket Danish dessert. I have never used that before. I was caught off guard. And then I felt like, I'm so glad I'm learning something new. Ready for the Vitamix? It's gonna get loud. That's one of my favorite songs. So it might get loud. Okay, do you see what's in there? Strawberry, store-bought ice because it's harder. A little bit of orange concentrate. Grand Marnier. And now remember with your Vitamix, you want to take it in steps. Don't just crank it to high. We got to do it in steps. Ready? 1, power. Looks like we're about to have a temper tantrum. More power. It's thickening. See how it hangs? Gonna turn it down. Take a look at this. Do you see? It's too loose. It needs to make like 4 mounds inside the 4 different sizes. So let's go like this. A little bit more. Okay, so when we think of thickness, our dupe for Danish junket dessert is working. Hold on. This is working too. I'm gonna add a little more. Stay with me. Let's do one more handful of ice. And then we're gonna plate it up. Ooh, that's frozen. Okay, guys, thank you for grace and patience on that. I'm gonna bring you back to the tripod, but when I do, I'm gonna show you this. Look, this is how we're gonna substitute for the lady fingers, and instead of putting it in the 8x8 pan, we're gonna do individuals. So let's get, hi, you're back on the tripod. I hope that's comfortable for you. Let's get this plated, and I'm gonna put it into my small bowl. Just like a little pretty glass dish. I love, if you ever see them at a garage sale or somebody swap meet, those really pretty little like dessert dishes. I think it's something from an age gone by. But now, I'm just gonna scoop some in. Here we are. Let's taste it. You first. Yum, 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 yum. It's good. It's tart. Okay, so it's super easy, and the beautiful thing, if you have a Vitamix, a Ninja, Blendtec, any of those, go ahead and use your fresh fruit, hard ice. And when I say hard, I just mean that I've noticed when I get store-bought ice, gonna top it like that. We could add a little dollop of fresh creme fraiche if you have it, or just even a good old can of whipped cream, maybe even some Cool Whip, pretty fresh. And I think at this point, it's just the stevia and the sugar of the berries, so it's still really low calorie, but high antioxidant. It's super quick. You're so right, Debs. Super quick. And you could keep blending it into a smoothie. 1, that's easy, done. 2, this whole thing with couldn't find ladyfingers, couldn't find the Danish junket dessert. Who cares? We've got answers, and it's food and it's fun. I just picked up a little brick of angel food. So my recipe right here says ladyfingers, which are the most delicious, delicate cakes. They'll literally be like the length and size of a finger. Use them for tiramisu. And the lady strawberry dessert is supposed to be a layer of ladyfingers, a layer of the Danish junket dessert with fresh strawberry in it, layer of cream. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna assemble them in these jars. I have cut into little bite-sized squares, and then I have fresh strawberry chopped up. Miss Sherry, get your fingers ready. We're going to check on that, the dupe, the Danish dupe. We're gonna check on that. While we were blending up, it started to thicken. So I moved it off of the heat, but now it needs to cool. You don't see them in the store very often. What kind? Danish? Debs, do you mean the Danish? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Danish junket Danish dessert? You don't see that? Or you don't see the fresh fruit? Miss Deb, what did you mean? Anyhow. Oh, and where it said sanding sugar, it's kind of like a square decorative sugar. It's just different shapes. Okay, so Miss Sherry, we're gonna walk on over with my arm version of the tripod. We're gonna go check on that Danish dessert dupe made with Kool-Aid. And then we're gonna grab out our ice cream sandwich. So here we go. It's just fun, and let's just do it. Ready? Here we go, team. First, let's check on our Danish dessert. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I learned something new. It's not as thick as I'd like, but it's, well, hi, Mom.
Hi.
What is it? Hi. I'm making all these strawberry desserts as a surprise for your birthday.
Oh, yummo. I love strawberry. Anything.
I had,
Look.
yeah. So Mom found the Haagen-Dazs because that's our next step. And actually, oh, I don't recommend this, but this is live and we got to do what we got to do. You guys, I'm going to put that warm pan in my oven. Or no. I need to eat. My sandwich is calling my name. Hey, you guys, remember last week we talked about making pickles? I literally have a pickled peck of peppers. What's the rhyme? I have it. I've got some fresh pickles going for next week. I've got the sandwich. Wee-woo! And we're going to bring it over here, and I'm going to put you back on the tripod. These are the fresh strawberries that are going to go in our dupe. Look, you can see the ring light. It's almost like a halo. Ah, these will go in, but after this cools, and I want to put a towel down. Oh, I should turn you and let you see here's the refrigerator. See, we're going to put it in here. Riddle me this in the comments. Why don't you put a hot pan or really hot food directly into your refrigerator? Comments. Gold stars being given out. What would Chef Eric say? Okay, now we're back. Boy, today has really been tuck and roll, hasn't it? Yes, Mom just needs to be surprised because it's just the way. Hey, Annabelle, thank you for that gift. Thank you so much. Debs, you're right. It will raise the temp of everything in the refrigerator, and it's trying to maintain a constant. And when you shove that hot pan in there, everything comes up. And I just feel like, well, we're ripping it. We're live here. Oh, thank you, Annabelle. I appreciate that. So now that this is Mom's absolute favorite, this one right here. She lives for this. Did you know it comes in, they call this their family size? And I'm like, I think in the United States, this is still a personal size. So I had to tuck and roll again. I guess everybody this summer is making the same type of desserts. I wanted a shortbread cookie. No. We are not eating Keebler's. I like a brand of Scottish shortbread cookie. Couldn't find them. Again, I've been to 3 stores, been there and back again like a hobbit. I couldn't find it, but you know what? The celebration is worth the show going on. So I picked up, because I'm a Walmartian, it's just a tub of sugar cookies. So grab 2. This is what it looks like, and we're gonna decorate it. And in fact, put your seatbelt on, we're gonna move. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and beep. Gotta have a little taste of this. I think it could be a little sweeter, a little more stevia. Okay, this is so simple, but please make them ahead so they have a chance to freeze and meld together. 2 cookies with the baked side inside, the nubby top on the outside. Can of whipped cream yesterday. Thank you, Miss Sherry. I see that it says shortbread. I'm like, you guys, if this was Perry Mason asking me to tell the truth and the whole truth, Perry Mason would convict me because none of my recipes are matching what I'm making. Yet again, it's food, it's family, it's fun. We're just gonna have something delicious to celebrate because I think the real celebration is being together. I left my ice cream in the refrigerator so it would be soft. Don't overload it. Okay. Make them first. See how that's assembled? Then it'll freeze together. Watch. See? It's not going to fall apart. And then we're going to take, I need a plate. Hold my place. Okay. Fresh strawberries, 2 tablespoons sugar. Stir, 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 stir. We want them to be pretty. That alone right there is a little dessert, isn't it? Yes, Deb, it does taste wonderful. Now, let's go ahead. I've got my sanding sugar. I'm going to put it in the plate. By the way, I bought it at the Walmart. I think it's about $3. There, you can see the plate is full. See how there's a little gap? That's why I was saying don't do this where it's too full. It's too schmutzy. We're going to stuff the gaps with the strawberry. Honk at me if you can't see what I'm doing. And then it has to go back into the freezer when it's stuffed. See that? How it's stuffed? And now I'm going to roll it through the sugar. Ooh, friend. Oh, friend. I hope you can see how pretty that is. So it's not a shortbread cookie. It's a sugar cookie with the Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream on the inside. I have sugared strawberries that I've stuffed in the edge, and then I covered it. Just be warned, this is for deliciousness. I'm going to put this back in the freezer, and when I serve it tonight at our party, when you bite into it, sugar, it's like eating a beignet. The sugar is going to go, and you know what? Amen. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let me do one more. Because now look at this experiment. Don't you love live? Well, I think we're just going to have to sacrifice that to the eating early. And I'm going to keep an eye on my time because we got to check on the Danish dupe. Let me yell. Honey, will you check the dupe? Is it setting up in that pan? One moment while we radio to Mars and see what happened in our...
I have no idea.
He has no idea. Mars has radioed back. We have no idea. Filmmaker Chick, thank you. Since you're on here, Filmmaker Chick, have you ever been on set and like the horses are late, there's a problem with the insurance, somebody ordered catering and it didn't come, the next thing you know, you've got a big water scene and the water that was ordered is not enough to make a flood, but it makes a trickle, but you just got to keep going anyhow? One time I was on the set of Tombstone and that actually happened, and I'm just having that in my show today, and I figure there's still something good happening. We just haven't seen it yet. So this one is a little bit of drama. We're going to let that one go. So far, out of the 3 desserts, are we 0 for 3? Oh yes, Filmmaker Chick. I'm going to guess you, me, Debs, have all been on a set where everything went wrong, but yet I love it so much. I could be at my day job and be 20 minutes into that shift and be like, isn't it tomorrow already? But I could be on a set written that 16-hour mark and loving every second of it. I think the one I did ahead of time came out really well. Does that count as a point? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Deb, that's 16-hour. And that's when the producer like calls and gets pizza delivered. And you're like, I'm still punching for the double time on my time clock. Anywho, let's get these others assembled. I think this one came out well. Let's go ahead and dive in to finish strong with assembling. Instead of, remember, oh, Miss Sherry, may we click over? We're going to try and assemble it. Let's just give it the team effort. Yes, thank you. The Lady Strawberry dessert, Lady Danbury. I'm so team Lady Danbury. Oh, Debs, I can hardly wait to do it again. I can hardly wait to do it again. Okay, let's talk more assemble. We're going to need to go to the refrigerator, Mars, and get our dupe. What was your guys' opinion on pickles? Should we do an episode on making pickled salad? So healthy. Oh, my doodle. Let's do it. Let's just do it. We're here. Oh, Miss Filmmaker Chick. I'm not in Burbank anymore. I'm out here in the desert, the land of promise. Okay, now, did it touch something? Okay, I did. Ooh, I love pickles too. I just put some fresh peppers. It's literally the rhyme. I have a peck of pickled peppers preparing. Oh, I love Palm Springs. Yes, Debs. Yes, Debs. Oh, I love Palm Springs. I haven't been Palm Springs in a while. Okay, let's assemble the community spoon that I've been using all show. I'd like to talk to Gordon or Bobby Flay or Emerald and just ask them, what is the one show that you did that not one recipe came out right, but the camera was rolling so you kept going? I'd love to hear their stories. Here is, and I really feel like if we take something away from this episode, Miss Sherry, if you let me come back, it's a miracle and I understand, but this is... It's still a little hot. Ooh, child, you see that steam? It's definitely hot. Look how it hangs on the spoon. I would like to see it a little bit thicker. It probably will be so with more time to cool. Should we taste it? All right, let's taste it. Oh, wow. No, honestly, I'm not joking or pulling your leg. Sometimes I've seen people, like especially of a century of doing makeup, and they try it, and I'm like, you don't have to lie to my face, but they do. They're like, oh, I love it. And I'm like, no, you don't. You guys, it's good. It's like granulated sugar and a packet of Kool-Aid and the quarter cup cornstarch. I probably could have used a little more cornstarch. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Wow. Wow. Okay, spoon. Less wowing, more spooning. Ta-da! I'm back. I had to go to Mars. We're going to put the fresh fruit into, let's just call it the dupe. Let's call it what it is. It's the dupe. I'm going to stir it in. And now let's layer. To make individual Lady Strawberry desserts that are actually made with the dupe and my store-bought angel food cake. If I had known when I started that I was going to need to bake my own lady fingers or bake my own angel food, I would have done that. So, Miss Sherry, please accept my apology for providing you recipes that are wrong. Let's load in the bottom. Like building a fool or a trifle, I've got the dupe loaded in. I'm going to drop in just enough cakes, keeping it loose. Maybe one more. Looking good. This is the not camera ready side because it's got the schmutz all over it. Now, I would rather have like thick, fresh, homemade. It's homemade if I shake it, right? Oh, girl, it is time consuming making those cakes. And it's so hot here. It is just so hot. I would prefer to blend and make my own fresh whipped cream. We don't have that kind of time, and I didn't know I had to, so last minute I didn't buy any. Let's put a layer in. You're gonna hear me tap it down. Yeah, okay. Scoop. Oh, it is coming together, friends. It is coming together. And now I'm going to press one more dollop. One thing I miss, since you guys got us talking film, one of the things I miss is just being around the craft service table and snacking on stuff that it's not usually the healthiest, but I just love being around the craft service table in between takes and just visiting and snacking and, well, what's your next gig? What are you working on? Or what are you going to next? And okay. This is actually really pretty, and we're about to taste it. As I'm getting ready to serve it to the family, I am going to, look. Some of that pretty sugar, some of those sugared strawberries. I'm just grabbing from the plate off to the side. Everything is sticky now, you guys. Oh, and now the floor is sticky too. Oh, you guys. Okay. Did you guys see the film Ratatouille? I love it. When the female chef, I forgot her name, let me know in the comments. She's like, the mark of a chef, clean sleeves, messy apron. Okay, so these sugared strawberries are amazing. I've noticed that my entire workstation is looking trauma. Let me put it together for you. And also, I want to finish that. I think garnish. This is my favorite knife. It is a paring ceramic knife. Yes, the dog will clean it up for me. And Sky Pig for life, welcome. Plus Size Lisa, welcome. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for being along on the ride, as it has been a wild one. I'm gonna keep the green because it's pretty. I am going to just smoosh it there. What was to be the lady strawberry dessert, made with lady fingers, Danish junket, and fresh strawberries, I now present to you, Lone Wolf, here comes the Queen's Trifle. Go with it, friends, go with it. It's actually the dupe for Danish junket that we made with Kool-Aid. I haven't seen Kool-Aid in a long time. And now, less talking, more tasting. Honestly, I would let this set up in maybe 30 minutes in the refrigerator before serving. I am going to just dig down in here. Here comes the best part. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. It's not the lady strawberry. It's the Queen's Trifle. And that is good. Isn't that the fun of cooking? We started out making this recipe here. There were no ladyfingers in town. There was no Danish junket. I did get the strawberries and a can of whipped cream. Wow, that's a win. That's a win. Yes, yes, Deb. Oh, Deb, just to be together. Just to be together. All right, next. The pre-made sandwich, I think, is so pretty, and here goes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We gotta taste it. 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you, that is a texture delight, because, oh, thank God for the sink being right there. I love texture, and that has the soft coolness of the ice cream. It has like a medium give when you're biting into it from the cookie, and then it has that soft bit of fruit with the crunchy sugar on it. Win, 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 win. Debs, all the cooking, all the time. I just feel like it's a, what do they call it? The 5 love languages, service. I just love it. My favorite way to show love, service, or words of affirmation. Okay, then the other taste is, it's getting a little soft. One of the things, to finish up my recipe here, thank you, Miss Sherry. I'm gonna go with you. The fresh strawberries or any fresh fruit. And then I really think the ice is the secret. That store-bought ice is harder, which makes this more firm. If you use the ice maker at your home, the ice isn't as hard. I don't know how else to explain it. Now with this, I think we could have, I want to just apologize. I was doing the dupe, first time doing it, trying to make this. Everything's happening at once. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's try it. It's good. I think from here on out, everything's gonna get little bits of this sugar. And with the cream on top of the fresh sorbet, a little bite of fresh fruit, good texture. I would like to see that just set up firmer. I love it when you're dining out at the steakhouse and in between meal like flavors, they bring you that little thing of sorbet, usually lemon with a bit of mint. Okay, the takeaway from today's show is that even the best laid plans can go sideways. Whether it's your food, your career, your relationships, moving, cleaning the house, best laid plans can go sideways, but what do? We change our mindset, we figure it out, because everything is figure-outable. Is that a word? Figure-outable? And actually, it's quite delicious. So now, as I have all of it, look at this jumbo thing of dupe that I have. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think is something that we could continue to make with this? Because by the way, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I only have this little bit of cake, and I gotta make more of these. I'm gonna assemble another while we're together. I could use to hear from you. Hi, Miss Kelly K. Oh, before I hear from you, would you please follow Live Wave and then follow me? And stay tuned, because there's gonna be more to come, more fun. I'm gonna assemble another one of these, but would you give me an idea in the comments below? What would you make with the leftover dupe? Would you put it over ice cream? Would you blend it with a milk and a cream cheese into like a thick mousse? What would you make with leftover dupe? I'm going to assemble one more just so we know it wasn't a fluke. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so again, I've messed up the jar. That's not the camera ready side. This is. I put 3 tablespoons in the bottom. I am going to load up some cake. I actually need to cut a little bit more. And bite-sized pieces, however big you like it. Oh, I have one more question. I always have all the questions. Hi, Bryn Hunter. Welcome. We're assembling what would you make with the leftover dupe? Oh, look who's coming up. Oh, you guys, Belly Knows Best. You've got to get into her show. She has got some amazing recipes. And I just like her presentation. I've tapped this down. 3 tablespoons in the bottom, about 6 bites of cake, 1 good zhuzh of cream. I'm gonna do 3 more tablespoons of the dupe, the Danish dupe. We have a whole series going on here on Tastemakers on Live. It's a fun summer series. So 2 ways you can get involved. 1, let us know what's a recipe you want to see. What's a recipe that's a favorite that you want to see maybe a keto or paleo version made out of it? Or what's a recipe you want to learn? I know. If I'm pushing the pickles too hard, just tell me. There's power in the pickle. Okay, I have 3 more, maybe 3.5 tablespoons of the dupe on there. Oh, it's so pretty. And now I'm going to add some of the fresh strawberry. The other one didn't get that, did it? Oh my gosh. It's almost like having the body snatcher. I think I didn't put a scoop of fresh in the other. Well, somebody gonna miss out on extra antioxidants. Manuel, thank you for joining in. Bryn Hunter, I'm glad you're here. Would you be sure and follow Tastemakers on Live? We're Live Wave Agency. Give me a follow too. You can, if you follow me, you'll look at today's videos. It's just showing the downward decline of the day all the way into here. We're gonna finish with, oh, that's pretty. And then, of course, the sugared strawberries right on top. Do you want this one garnished with the strawberry on the side like we did with the original one? Okay. Something that, Debs, this might be up your alley. I would love recommendations. I live to eat Indian food, big one-pot dishes, and spicy vegetarian, and I just feel like I'd like to do maybe an Indian food recipe, and I want to show my pickles because I'm so proud of them. Proud of those pickles. They're so much more flavorful. You can control the vinegar, the salt. I love jalapeno or red pepper flakes in my pickles, so you can do that. Long story short, would you let me know? Or, hi, Logie G, welcome. Rosie, welcome. Debs, Tim does a great doll. I do need a recipe. I do, because I love it. And in my little town, we just now, whenever I say little town, I always think of Beauty and the Beast, where they're the opening scene. That's not here or there. The point is, what is it you guys want to see? You can either let me know in the comments, or if you would follow Live Wave, and on a Tastemakers on Live post, say, I would love to see one of the home chefs create this. Don't say Chateaubriand. Don't. I love to eat it. I don't want to make it. Okay. Can you see this? Let me, oh, what's my favorite dish to make? Oh, that's such a great question. It's almost like filmmaker chick. That question is akin to when somebody says, what's your favorite film? To which I want to answer, what genre and what decade? Because if we were talking 1980s, I am a Brat Pack fan, John Hughes junkie, and favorite film would be a toss-up between Uncle Buck and Lesson Zero. But if we had to take it all the way back to early Buster Keaton, do we talk talkies? Not dinner fish for summer. I love fish, grilled fish, ceviche. Oh, Uncle Buck is so good. Oh, I love Uncle Buck. And if we had time, I would start reciting it and can recite it from beginning to end along with the young Dr. Frankenstein. Blücher. If you know that, comment below. Remember to give us a follow. I'm answering your question, filmmaker chick. Favorite dish to make all time, go to, it's so Southwest. I think it's the mighty taco. Whether we do we home fry a hard shell taco, if we're gonna do a soft tortilla, make my own tortilla. We could do the vegetarian potato taco. Did you know that's a thing? That's a thing around here. Like, I'm not joking, a mashed potato taco. It's a thing. Carnitas or machaca when it comes to the beef. My least favorite taco is anything chicken taco. It's not for me. I love a shrimp taco, to which we're like, do you mean a grilled blackened shrimp? Do we want to do like an avocado corn salsa? Filmmaker chick. Maybe we should have taco day. A stuffed potato taco. Hi. Hello, everybody. Tara Flower is so good. I don't know why. It's there's a Mexican family restaurant, 50 years in Mesa, Arizona, Mattas, Mattas. Hi, John. Welcome. We're just wrapping up. John, I'm glad you're here. The food has been made. I made desserts, but it got sideways when a lot of the ingredients that I thought would just be shui easy to pick up weren't. Potato tacos are good. We're doing steaks and asparagus and grilled mushroom for Mom's dinner, for birthday dinner in a few hours. And then this is the dessert. But some of it, can you guys see this? Oh, Tara Flower. Hold on, look at this drama right here. Mistakes happen. Do you remember when Miss Frizzle said, get dirty, life's messy, make mistakes? Okay, so we're not gonna eat that one. Oh, I love a potato taco with hot sauce. Oh, Tara Flower, Mattas, Matta''S. They have one, the original in Old Town Mesa off of Main Street. There used to be one off of Higley, like in the east side of Mesa, the east side of Mesa. And don't quote me on this, I haven't been there in forever, but there was a new Matta's restaurant that went in Mesa off the 202 right behind the Bass Pro. I haven't been there a long time. Yes, John. I hope that helps you, Tara Flower. Yes, John. Strawberry cream. Well, there was strawberry ice cream. It was supposed to be the ladies' dessert, but it's become the queen's trifle because, John, everything went wrong. But it tastes really good. I had to make a dupe of the Danish junket. I want that to be the takeaway that you get from this. Their salsa is so good, Tara Flower. It's just... You guys, I just saw the time. If there was one thing I want you to take away from today's Grip It and Rip It freak show, is that everything is figure-outable. The dupe is worth it. And there's still a way to make something. Like if you've ever burned food and you're like, well, what am I gonna do? Potato helps remove away burnt from soups and stews. Favorite gal, Patricia King, tells the story of being on a mission in Mexico, and they were gonna have meat night. They were having a chicken and they're so excited because they've been having beans and rice all week. And it was her turn to cook. And she cooked the chicken and then put it on the counter to set. Just, like you gotta let the meat rest, but the ants got it. Oh, and she was brokenhearted because everybody, all of the mission workers were like, salivating, talking about it all day. Oh, we're gonna have chicken. And now it's covered with ants. And you know what she did? She put it back in the oven. First of all, she asked the Lord, what am I gonna do? They're gonna kill me when they see I ruin this chicken. And he's like, burn them. So she put the chicken back into the oven, cranked it on high, burnt those little ants off. Everybody had a beautiful meal. Nobody knew the difference. Dabs. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the burnt food, it just has like a roasted aroma to it. And I just have such a mighty thank you to everyone. Welcome, Beverly. Yes, just burn them instead of trying to pick them off and getting bit at the same time. You guys, there is sugar everywhere. And it makes me think, I double dog dare to name this film. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. In the most delightful way. Oh my gosh, high fives and gold stars to anybody who can name that film. Filmmaker chick, are you here? Hi, Miss Sherry. Girl, has it ever been? Oh, Uh, okay. It's asking me to do puzzles. I think that's apologies. Of course, that's Mary Poppins. Oh my goodness. Couldn't you just sing? Miss Sherry, thank you so much. Great grace to this because it got wild over here. Nothing went right.
You did a great job. Absolutely great job. And you know what? It happens to everybody in the kitchen. So, maybe people will take away that you can just be happy about everything and not worry about it, it turns out. I wanted to say happy birthday to your mom. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, thank you. We're making the desserts, having the party tonight, and hey, just for the next time, so we had to make the dupe for the junket Danish.
Mm-hmm.
What would Chef Eric do? What would
Let me ask him. Hey, Eric, what would you do with the gel that they made? The dupe. The dupe. She's got a pan right here. Hold on, I'm going to show him.
Hi,
Hello.
Chef. Welcome. We've had a bit of a blunder in the kitchen. I couldn't get junket Danish dessert, so I had to make a dupe with.
There's no such thing as mistakes in a kitchen. There's only creative opportunities.
Chef, thank you. It involved
So,
Kool-Aid.
what is it? Strawberry?
Strawberry.
And
You made a
Kool-Aid.
strawberry gloss.
Yeah.
What?
Strawberry gloss. You called it a dupe? What
I
do we
couldn't
do?
find the box of junket brand Danish dessert. I had already sent the recipe to Miss Sherry. I'm like, I live in a little town in the middle of nowhere. Can't even get to town to find anything else. So on the
Yeah.
internet, of course, the internet said use Kool-Aid, cornstarch, and sugar. And I
Okay.
did. And I got this. Ooh, it
It's
tastes
okay.
good. It's just ugly.
Is it chilled or is it warm?
You're supposed to chill it, but clock is counting down, man. I put it in the refrigerator for like 15 minutes in the middle of the show, and then I just got it out. What are we gonna
I
do
would
with
add a little
this?
more cornstarch if you want to use it right away, or I would do strawberry shortcake. Make some quick
Okay.
biscuits.
Okay, that's kind of what these turned out into. There was no lady fingers. You know what? I'll take your advice. I'll put a little more cornstarch in. I'll cool it down more properly, and then try to rebuild because I do have some leftover angel food cake.
Just go ahead and make it. Invite the people back to come back and look at your video wall, and just stage it. Strawberry shortcake. Do a quick biscuit. Do a proper trifle. Although that trifle looked pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They taste good. They're just ugly.
It's all they look good. It's all that matters.
Kool-Aid is just pectin and artificial flavors. So
Yeah, I hadn't seen this in a while. Actually, it does taste good. It's just not pretty. I feel like I learned something new, and that's valuable. And I hope that anybody who watched, yes, Rosemary, we're thinking it'll thicken as it cools. Anybody who's watching, I hope you just take away that there is fun in the fundamentals.
absolutely.
Yeah, and we just learned it. Now I got to clean all this sugar up. I got decorative sanding sugar everywhere.
Never let them see you stress. Cooking should be fun.
Thank you, Chef. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, I enjoyed the show. You're very entertaining, and what you made looks great. And I know everybody over here was really happy with it. So good show. We'll see you next week.
I would love to do one next week. And I keep asking them in the comments, don't you want to do pickles? Who wants to do pickles? I don't know if they're into the pickles, but
Pickles. Just show them all the things you can do with pickles and different pickling recipes.
you can pickle.
You do refrigerator pickles?
I usually refrigerate them 2 weeks minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking, if you haven't learned the value and joy of a pickled egg, not the kind from the plastic container at the gas and sip in the red dye, not that pickled egg, like a
Right.
homemade mustard, hot sauce, dill pickle egg, it slap your grandma good. Deb says, do pickles or the Indian dishes? Oh, I love pickles and I love Indian food. I was asking if Filmmaker Chick wanted to, if we're on the same day, do we want to, you do appetizer, I'll do entree, you do dessert, I'll do whatever. How could we coordinate to make it like a day?
You can go into the Discord and do that coordinating if you want. Plus, we're all going to be meeting tomorrow anyway, so that's something we can talk about.
Yes. In the comments, Tara's saying she wants to learn how to do the pickled egg. Come on. Come on. It'll change your life. It'll change your, it's so good. They're so good.
It's been a long time since I've had a pickled egg. My grandma used to make them. So.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good.
If you
All
have
right,
chickens
guys.
who make a lot of eggs, you can repurpose them as pickled eggs. Yes, you're right. Time's up.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my exit real fast and turn it over to you, and you can exit with your group of people. So everybody, you have been watching an episode of Tastemakers on Live. It's our summer cooking show or series. We have different people coming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Here's the rest of this week's lineup. Next week is going to be a little bit different. But we're happy that you're here with us today. And my name is Sherry. I'm with Live Wave Agency. And all of these creators are with Live Wave Agency. If you create live content and you want to be part of this, comment or send me a DM here on the agency account. Just put my name in it so they know who you're talking about. Or you can apply by clicking the links in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. So you have been an amazing audience. We hope that we'll see you again. I'm going to say goodbye for now and let Cherelynn exit with her people. So please go over and follow her. Very important so you know when she goes live next. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Miss Sherry. Have a great day.
You too.
Well, friends, there, we did it. It's our second time guesting, and it was wonderful. Miss Tara, oh, the joys of a pickled egg. Thank you, Deb, for greeting everybody and just being in that chat to welcome everyone in. And I love pickles too. So I'll think a bit about possibly doing a pickled episode. You know why you pickle? This year, my garden, I love to garden, and this year the rabbits ate me clean. If the sun didn't burn it up, the rabbits ate me clean. And so normally I have a beautiful garden and my family can't eat it all in a week. And so I just want to preserve it. And so I tend to pickle everything. And that's how I started with the pickled eggs, is that the chickens made so many eggs. I mean, there could come a point where there's only so many eggs you can eat. So how the family began to make them last a little bit longer. What are you gonna do with these eggs? We're gonna boil them and we're gonna pickle them. And the secret is, once you get it in that brine, you put it in the back of the refrigerator and don't look for a minimum of 2 weeks, because if you get into it too early, it doesn't have the flavor. I know some people will use a fork and prick the egg white a little bit to let it seep in further into the egg. I don't know that I ever have. Pat Mullenauer, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Now, I wish I had the magic wand. Look at, oh, you can't see it all. The mess is insane. I'm going to put the trifles into the refrigerator. Did you see Chef's face when I told him I put that hot pot in the refrigerator? It was Here we go. Everything's going into the refrigerator. I'm going to assemble these. Thank you so much, Debs. I appreciate you beyond belief. Rosemary, you are such a beautiful help yesterday. Thank you so much. Well, if you haven't followed yet, give a follow along. Maybe one of those hearts over there. Thank you for the gifts. And on that note, somebody has got to start cleaning this up, and I have a feeling that somebody is me. Okay. Everybody have a beautiful rest of the day. I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for everybody who watched, liked, commented, shared, and mwah! I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, yes, enjoy my strawberry desserts. How do you want your goodbyes? Do you want a fist bump? Do you want some elbow jab? Do you want a hug? Ah, so good. I will be eating some strawberry dessert later. Always the elbow. That is from, in case you didn't know, that is from the film Young Frankenstein, written by Mel Brooks, and the character Madeline Kahn plays her, and she's all dressed up and decked out, and Gene Wilder's character wants to say goodbye to her, and she's like, oh, there, when he goes to try and kiss her, and then he goes to try and hug her, and she's like, taffeta, my dress is taffeta, and then finally, she puts up an elbow, and they do the elbow jive. I don't know. It's stuck with me all of these years. Speaking of stuck, all of this sugar, as I step forward on the floor, I'm like, oh, that's sugary and sticky. Oh well. It was good. It was fun. Thanks for hanging in there. Till next time. Bye, guys. Okay.